We begin tonight, though, with what has become a destructive weather week with deadly tornadoes in Illinois and in Indiana, and a lot of damage today during a high wind warning. We have team coverage, including new weather threats from meteorologist Kevin Jeans. But we begin with Chris Hush. He's in Elmhurst with a look at the damage tonight. Hi, Chris. What do you see?
Hi there, Natalie. Good evening to you. Good evening to you at home as well. Surprisingly, residents at this apartment complex in Elmhurst were allowed back into their buildings tonight. But take a look at the debris that remains out here. You can see the debris here strewn across the lawn. Also debris hanging in the tree. A resident here says he's thankful his wife, who was home at the time, wasn't injured.
My wife called me. She's like, hey, I think the roof's falling apart where we live at.
And it was. A massive piece of roofing was torn from this building at the Elmhurst Terrace Apartments as wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour and higher tore through the Chicago area. Although residents like Stephen Pineda are allowed back in, the damage could take weeks to repair, and you will have to find another place to park.
They just don't want anything falling on the cars or anything damaging.
In Skokie, portions of cars were crushed as trees came crashing down on residential streets. In Lombard, this tree just missed a house.
So glad it happened now when no one's walking to school.
As a wind warning was in full effect, the roof on the Charles Walsh Academy in Niles also took a hit. Roofers at the scene have their work laid out for them.
It's kind of like a wind sail. When the wind gets underneath there, it's just pulling all with all that force, and then, it all comes together because it's all laid together.
Friday's wind damage follows a dangerous and deadly week of severe weather. Cleanup continues in parts of Kankakee County and northwest Indiana after an EF3 tornado leveled buildings. Now, a third tornado victim has been identified. 65-year-old Army veteran Maurice Norrington found dead in his Aroma Park home 2 days after the storm. A wild week of weather and even longer cleanup ahead. Now, that high wind warning expired at 4 p.m. However, some people are still in the dark tonight. At last check, ComEd is reporting that some 5,700 customers remain without power tonight. Live in Elmhurst, I'm Chris Hush, NBC5 News.